getting things done. And I said, okay, let's go through your day plan. I was shocked at how much she gets done, but I also got shocked at how much repeats that happens for the day. So she's literally never sitting down. She eats while she's standing. She drinks the tea cold. She's that kind of a busybody.
Mm-hmm.
But when we went through her timeline, it was like, oh my word, I cannot believe that I'm not planning properly.
Right.
She would go to the shopping center and go and buy some dishwashing liquid. She'd come back home, and then somebody else would send her and say, Mom, we forgot to buy us fruit. And then I said to her, don't you plan your shifting? Don't you plan the days that you're going out? You cannot just jump into your car and go and buy one item. Firstly, look at the fuel efficiency, look at your time efficiency, look at the effort it takes to stand in a queue, get your hands sanitized, put on your mask, get into the shop. I plan to be out of my house to do shopping twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
One is for emergencies, and two is my normal weekly shopping. And if I can help it, my monthly shopping is what I do most of my groceries on. But then I have my weekly where I like to buy my confectionery, my fruit that I like fresh every week. So that's what I top with. But I'm not a person that likes to waste time on things that I don't enjoy. And shopping is something that I find is a big waste of time. If I could do everything online, I would, right? Because my schedule is hectic.
Mm-hmm.
And especially single parents, single people, they need to understand that there's no two people where one can say, I'll drop the kids off at school, the other would say, I'll do shopping. When you're single, you end up doing everything yourself. So you need to be a bit smarter. You need to be a bit more wiser.
I so agree with you, because a lot of the times you find that there's no backup system as such. So if you plan yourself proper, sometimes you find you actually reach that burnout level because you're literally doing everything.
Yeah, definitely. For me, the first thing I ask my students, my clients, whoever I'm coaching on time management, even in companies when we're doing corporate training, the first thing I ask them is that, how do you plan your day? And I mean, like, what do you mean plan your day? I get in my car, I'm like, no, you need to plan your day. That, I would do certain things on a certain time basis, and I would spend only so much of time. And then identify. You need to identify the time stealer. It's very important. People say, no, there's no such a thing as a time stealer. I'm very good at what I do. Yes, definitely you are good at what you do. You have time stealers, right?
Yes.
So for me, we'll just go down in priority because I've done the principles basically. It's plan. Make sure you plan your day effectively. When will you do shopping? How do you pick up kids? What do you do for your day, your routine of going to work? When is it your lunchtime? Are you going to put in time for some gymming? Whatever you're going to be doing, plan it. You can have an inspirational book being played in your car, so you can listen to something beautiful that's uplifting your mind, your spirit, your body, whatever it is. Whether it's the spiritual upliftment or you want to do mind upliftment, you can do it in your car, right? You can do it in your earphones while you're walking on a treadmill. So you can do multitasking of things that you're still getting your daily input. And a lot of people don't look at it as that. They're like, oh, I never thought of that. The other one is organize and prioritize. A lot of people would start with, oh, no, I did this and I did that. And I asked them, was that necessary? Do you have to do your laundry every day? Is it not possible that you say, I'd give 2 hours on a Wednesday where I do all the laundry? And I know I'm going to go outside, hang up some washing twice a week or whatever. Plan what you need to do. Don't just look at something and say, okay, I'm going to do washing. Was it an effective load? Because now you put in half a load instead of waiting for a full load. So organize and prioritize. What is really necessary? What do you have to get done? What is it that you need to do to earn some money? So, a lot of people say, no, I had to clean the house first. Okay, did that bring in some money? No. You had to give in a proposal. Do the proposal first.
Right.
And then the 80-20 rule as well. The 80-20 rule is so important. It's like, don't keep on going over the same thing. If you've swept the house, you've swept the house. Don't be that meticulous person where you're driving yourself mad and you're going to sweep again, and you're going to sweep again, and you're going to sweep, because you're going to sweep tomorrow morning. If something's laying on the floor and it's a piece of paper, pick that thing up. But don't obsess over, I've got a lot of people that say to me, oh, I'm OCD about cleaning. What does that really mean? Is there something called an OCD, or is it just you don't know how to plan your cleaning routine or your reading routine or whatever you're doing? When you become OCD about something, it means you're obsessing that you didn't do it properly.
Right.
And also do one thing at a time. I like to multitask, but I'm good at that. And a lot of people can, but once they get the right things in the right order, it's like multitask. I like to listen to ebooks and I like to listen to podcasts when I'm walking on my treadmill. But then I also like it when I'm busy cooking, that I listen to Kirat and Nas and something spiritual for my upliftment.
Yes.
So I plan which one's going to make me happy, which ones are going to uplift me, which one's going to lift my mood for me, right? And then avoid distractions. I'm going to give you a list of distractions because a lot of people say, I don't know how to pick up what is distracting me. I don't know how to pick up. So firstly, the biggest distraction for me, I'm talking about my own.
Yes.
People can start identifying this. For me, the phone, because I'm an advisor to corporates, I'm an advisor to businesses, I'm an advisor to people within their lives, and especially on students and families when I do mediation. I find my phone is a huge distraction, especially when I'm doing proposals and stuff like that. My phone rings, there's a family in distress, somebody in distress, somebody needing advice. I tend to leave everything and I'm on that phone. And I had to then make up my mind that I look at time-wise, it's like 2 to 3 hours of my day, all I'm doing is giving advice on the phone.
Right.
So what I started doing is I had to say, okay, this is my time stealer, but I'm not earning money in doing it, it's just advice, right? So I had to say, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize a 10-minute phone call session. And you need to be very brief and give me, what is it? I don't want to hear a whole long story. What is it? What is the problem? And I would then give you an advice how we can face this together. I don't want to hear your emotions or anything, because what actually happens is telling me the whole story takes half an hour, 30 minutes to repeat the story and all the emotions again. And by the time I just use my 10 minutes to give you advice of which way to move, I've already changed your mindset. So I've had to change my strategy of saying the phone cannot distract me, because I was allowing people to control the conversation.
Right.
I had to be cognizant of that. The other thing is my web browsing. So I like to do research and lots of research. But what actually happened was I wasn't staying focused. And I had to say to myself, which I put a timer on my phone and say, okay, I'm doing research and I'm only going to be doing it for 45 minutes. And the minute the buzzer goes off, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to be flipping through channels. And I know because I've put myself on a dedicated timeline, I don't waver and jump from topic to topic and other stuff. If I'm busy doing a project, I'm only going to be working on that project, 45 minutes, I'm online, and then I'm done. So you need to have an outcome. What is my outcome going to be if I'm on there? And then the other thing as well is you need to be cognizant of friends popping in. So I'm very strict about my friends. I need a call with each family or friends. I need a call first because I do coaching during the day and weekends. So I need a call first. We need to plan our get-together. So if we're having a tea time, I would be, okay, we'll meet at 2, we'd have tea, by 4, we're done. So that I know I've given myself up 2 hours to have a social time. But I cannot have, let's have tea from 2 o'clock until 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
That then becomes like my stress for the next day because I've obviously taken up too much of time off. So that's how I started planning my time more efficiently and looking at the time stealers. Family as well. I've learned to cut down conversations because it's the same old thing. I have 3 sisters. So the conversation goes the same way. How are you? What did you cook? What did you do? How's the kids? So I've cut down my calls to 2 times a week instead of daily. Because it's like I don't want to know what they're cooking and I don't want them to ask me what am I cooking. It's not of any relevance to anything. It's just chit chat. Right. I want to know exactly what is your mindset, how's the family doing, what happened important. I also don't want to hear gossip. So I control the conversation so that it doesn't go into hours of you talking about somebody else.
Right.
So I think the most important thing, this one I would like to let you know, is why time is important. Time is very important. If you don't put a value on your time, people will steal your time. They will devalue you and they will take you for granted. So
that is so true. I agree with you there because a lot of the times you find people in those situations where, they find themselves giving so much to others that eventually they don't even have time for themselves.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's where you find you become stressful. You've given a 2-hour time on the phone to help somebody through their stressful time. Now you need to catch up on your cooking, your cleaning, your projects, whatever you're doing. And now you're rushing. Instead of sleeping at a reasonable time of 10, 11 o'clock, you should be 1, 2 o'clock now because you've got to catch up. And people don't understand that that's where they start falling to pieces because the next day it's going to be like the exact same thing. You woke up, you didn't have enough sleep, you're cranky, you're moody, you're tired you're not going to face your day properly. And that's where time management comes in. Now your body's paining, you didn't sleep well, you're cranky, you're going to irritate people. You are rushing now around because you didn't finish what you're supposed to. So you stressed yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
And that is important. When you start valuing your time, who you are, how important it is for you to sleep on time, for you to exercise on time, for you to read a good book, for you to calm down, for you to sit at a table with your family and eat your meal peacefully,
Yes.
to take a chilled out time and say, I just want to listen to some music or calm down. I just want quiet. I'm going to put up my feet. I'm going to put on a face mask on my face or something. I'm going to go and run a hot tub. That is important to feed your cup.
Yes, I think your me time is important because it allows you to reflect. It allows you to calm down, find yourself all over again. Because, we all have busy days and we really don't get that time for ourselves. And I think it's important we realize that's something that we really need to do in order to be able to, of course, get up the next day and feel refreshed and know that we've done something that has allowed us to uplift ourselves in some way.
Yeah. And I think proper planning for families. I've watched a lot of families fall to pieces. Moms and dads turn on each other. Single parents turn on the kids because they don't plan properly. So they disrespect each other's time. If you know your parent's single or you're a single parent, you need to let your kids know the rules. So they say, when I get home from work, I'm going to be preparing for our meals. I don't want to know of a last-minute project. And that normally creeps up.
Right.
Mom, I forgot to tell you, I need this. We need to rush quickly to Honeybee. We need to go here. We need to go there. I need to buy some little items for a project. So that is a time stealer. You didn't plan on that. So for me, I'm very strict on my kids. They need to tell me what's happening. They need to have their planners. We'll have planners in our homes. And then on the fridge, we have another planner which will say, I'm out the whole day. I'm busy training. Can you start dinner? So they're not shocked. They say, Mom, I didn't plan properly. It's on the fridge.
Right.
The whole week I'd be like, I'm out 2 days. I'm busy training. I'm out 2 days. I'm client. I'm some business consulting. So I need you to start dinner. I'd put out a grocery list and I said, guys, get on what you need. I'm not going to be here. Can you make sure that you stock up our groceries? So the same thing with them. They'd be like, Mom, I need you to do this and that for me. But I need enough time. You're not going to just jump it on me because I have a stressful life. I'm a single parent. It's difficult for me to just leave something of priority that is important now to run around and go and cater for a project or something that they haven't planned properly. A project never comes up the day before. I'm strict with my kids.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because, the thing is, it's all about planning, like you say. We seem to be running out of time. What last message would you like to leave us with this afternoon?
I think the most important thing is be decisive, be focused, and make sure that you embrace time technology and be valuable within yourself. Everything that you do on time management, you need to look at how is it serving you. I think stop people pleasing and make sure that you know that everything in your life comes from you. The choices you make is going to affect your time, your life, and your balance within yourself. Jazakallah for having me on your show, Nafeesa.
Thank you so much. It was such a phenomenal segment, and I think it's shed a lot of light on that particular matter. I think everybody's been waiting to just, get some great concepts on how to go out and, of course, time manage better. So you've definitely shed some light on that. Jazakallah for, of course, taking your afternoon out for us and spending the time with us. We always look forward to it. So we look forward to speaking to you next week, Wednesday, on the Nafeesa Dangor Show. And we wish you nothing but the best for the week coming up and the weekend. Keep smiling and keep inspiring.
Okay, Jazakallah. You be good. Assalamu alaikum to all our listeners.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And that was Sister Rukshana Modan, of course, giving us some insight into time management. And I think it's very important because we also need to take out some of that time for ourselves to be able to reflect, retrospect, and of course, find the better being in ourselves in order to uplift ourselves. We're going to go for a quick break. Stay with us. We're going to have Brother Shoaib Doda after this, an entrepreneur. And of course, if you're looking to buy or sell a car, then this is the place to be. Stay with us. We'll be back with you in a few minutes.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
Are you willing to do your part to help those in need? Water is a human right and is essential to all life. We take it for granted every single day. but many people living in Africa do not have access to clean water. Africa Muslims Agency is building water wells to assist those in need. One water well costs 12,000 rand and benefits hundreds of people. A gift of water is a gift of life. What will your donation be, and how many lives will you change? Call Africa Muslims Agency on 011 834 8685 or donate online at africamuslimsagency.co.za.
Dad, well, I've been chatting with an investment broker today and...
Broker? Did the broker tell you that our economy is a mess? There's bushfires in Australia, America wanted World War III, and now the coronavirus is traveling around the world.
Well, I also thought about purchasing some crypto.
Crypto? What's that, like another pyramid scheme? I don't trust what I can't see.
There's an apartment in Belito.
So all your family will be asking to stay there for free. And what if the government takes it away, eh?
Dad, I don't think it works like that.
I'll tell you what works. Gold. At your age, I invested in gold coins and it paid for your university fees and your wedding. No contracts, no agreements. Your investment is in your hands and you own it. With a 70% growth in only 5 years, do you still doubt gold investment? Contact RJ Coin today, 031 202 4701, or visit them at 151 Stephen Lamini Road in Musgrave, Durban. Randery Jewelers Gold Coin Exchange, your passport to gold investment.
This is a paid-for advert by Al Jamar, calling on the community of Lenasia to vote for Al Jamar on the upcoming by-elections. The Al Jamar party will be represented by their candidate